What's going on, everybody? Rob Anderson, Clean Power Wash, Salisbury, Maryland. I had somebody PMing me questions about oxidation removal, so I found some of our clips from work we did back in April of a pretty substantial oxidation job. It ended up being the whole house. It was a faux or fake cedar shake vinyl siding. Coating was completely failing. It's amazing the difference, and just watching the stuff just come right off of it. And they absolutely, somebody commented that yes, they definitely need to get it painted. Right now it's just dealing with chalkiness and trying to get it to be a little bit more consistent in color across the board. So people are asking, what do we use for it? My two go-to chemicals for oxidation removal are gutter butter and gutter cleaner, which is from precisionsoap.com. Gutter butter is gutterbutter.com, or I believe KEC Supplies also sells it. So those are the spots. What we did for that particular job, it was very severe oxidation. We used X-Jet. Let's see if we can get that sharp. We cut 1 gallon of gutter butter or gutter cleaner, used interchangeably, 4 gallons of water, 5-gallon bucket, and then we X-Jet it straight on with that proportion. I probably could cut that to a half gallon and 4.5 gallons of water. We can play around with it some. I wouldn't recommend running it through your proportioner. We tried that and just didn't seem to get the results that I needed. Obviously, you can still get the same dilution ratios, but for two reasons, I wouldn't run it through like a downstreamer either. One, if you're going to downstream, when you're doing with oxidation this time of year, it's cold. During sunny, warm weather, if you try and use an oxidation chemical on siding and you don't get it all off before it dries, you're screwed. You've made a big problem that you're definitely going to have to brush at that point. And you want to avoid that. I usually will clean no more than 10 to 20 feet wide sections with an oxidation removal chemical or process at a time. You know, it's colder now, we can probably get away with soaping like 30 feet. But the reason, so that's why I use the X-Jet, because it's instantly on, it's instantly off. It's not a wait, okay, well we usually run 200 or 300 feet of hose, wait 30 to 45 seconds. Well, now all of a sudden we've got 30 seconds, 45 seconds of soap. I can soap way more than that, and as soon as we would get it through there, we would need to shut it off. So that's why I would definitely recommend to do this with an X-Jet. That is the ideal way to put it on there. Let it sit for 2 or 3 minutes. Keep the siding wet. You know, if you've decided to be a little bit more aggressive and soap a larger area, just spray it again with some water before you start cleaning it all off. Definitely something where you want to do top down, as showed in the video. And you'll have to hit every single slat if it's siding, just to make sure that you've got it evenly. This is not talking about using high pressure at 2508 tip on an 8-gallon a minute machine, which was the max pressure. This is, we used I think a 2530, 2540, something like that. Actually might have been 15. Something to give me a decent, I don't want a huge cone or huge fan. I want a decent amount, so it's essentially, so I may take I'm taking a broom and brushing off each side, but I'm not having to go back and forth with it, take the brush and a pole and all that jazz. You may end up with a couple of spots like that, but unlikely. The other nice thing about having that 5-gallon bucket with you, if you need to, if it's a stubborn area, you can take the brush out and hit that area. Most customers probably, I don't know, they may or may not go with this, but for that particular product, we explain to the customer, here's the price to wash the house. We wash it normal, or bleach and regular soap mix. Here's the price to remove the oxidation on the house. Because it was a whole house, I said, you know, and I went up, I did a demo. It's like, I don't expect to need to brush this by hand, but, so here's the price, and it was like $650, $700 or whatever was the oxidation removal. If we'd had to brush it there was an extra $500 that was going to be on there. And I said, you know, I don't want to have to brush it. My tech doesn't want to have to brush it. But if we do, that dramatically changes the amount of time that we're going to have to be here in the cost structure on that. So I'm giving you this lower price initially of the $500 or $600 or something, or whatever it was, if we're able to just spray it on and rinse it off, which is what I wanted to do and what we were ultimately able to do. It's like, I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to do that. But try that. I mean, worst case scenario, the customer gets it like, hey, it would be $1,200 if they wanted to just go ahead, but they're going to try a different process that will hopefully be cheaper and faster. I would highly recommend too that everyone go get some of these chemicals. Get a gallon of gutter butter, because it can save your butt, or it can make you a boatload of money to go and have that and be able to whip it out and use it, instead of, oh, hold on, Mr. Customer, what you got on your house is oxidation. It's going to be a week, let me go and order the product, and now you seem to be just making up excuses for why their siding's jacked up. So anyways, have a great day. See ya.